We lock and load, Allen Pals. It's the Allen Pals Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pals Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pals Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pals Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. Where we lock and load, Allen Pals. It's the Allen Pals Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pals Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pals Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pals Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. Welcome to another edition of the Allen Pals Show. Got a great show locked and loaded for you tonight. We will talk about the Bradley Beal to the Clippers buyout with Phoenix. We got an interview with PHA guard Marcel Cherry as we get closer to the debut weekend, Friday and Saturday. We have another player I want you all to get to know, and we will talk to him about his whole career and what we are expecting from the PHA League. So, but to jump it off, man, we had some baseball going on last night. The MLB All-Star Game went on. National League was up 6-0. American League comes back, and it ended up in a 6-6 tie, but it didn't end. They had a home run swing-off where it just didn't end in a tie, and this is way better than just letting the game go to a tie. But I still got some feelings about the way it went down. So these were the rules for the All-Star Game. If after 9 innings, both teams ended up with the same score, they will have a home run swing-off. 3 players from each team, 3 swings from each player. Teams alternate, and whoever has the most home runs, that's who wins the game. And it turned out good. So after that, we had Kyle Schwarber, one of the players from the National League, put on a show. So for the people who didn't see it, this is Kyle Schwarber. He had 3 swings, and he balled out.
Schwarber in the air to center field, headed towards the wall, and he did.
Second swing.
Oh, Schwarber's in the All-Star Game. Oh, rallied in the
third swing. I mean, that boy just balled out.
Trick. Look out,
balled out. So Kyle Schwarber went 3 for 3, 3 swings, and balled out for the All-Star Game. But this is the thing with baseball. Y'all did good by not letting it end in a tie. Good. Nobody wants that. But you all are behind football and basketball. And you know why y'all behind them? Because when you had the opportunity to put your biggest stars on the stage, Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, they were supposed to be in this home run swing-off. Why don't you have the biggest stars on that stage where they can showcase their talent? And so that's the knock that I have with the MLB All-Star Game. You all don't promote your stars enough when you have an opportunity. This is a perfect opportunity. No shade to Kyle Schwarber. I'm a Kyle Schwarber fan. Had him in Chicago for some years. Like, he has a natural home run swing. I'm not shocked that he went 3 for 3. You've seen what that swing looks like. He has a natural home run swing. But he is not as big as Shohei or Aaron Judge. He's not. So when the game was 6-6 after the end of 9 innings, I'm sitting back watching the game. I'm like, okay, we about to see Shohei. We about to see Aaron Judge. And it's about to be must-see TV. And what I got was a whole bunch of people that I didn't want to see. I remember Kyle Schwarber, and that's cool. But for them to miss the ball on getting Shohei and Aaron Judge in a home run swing-off in an All-Star Game, they missed the boat. Now, I will say this. I do not know because they get 2 at-bats in the All-Star Game, and then they get pulled from the game to get other players the opportunity to get in the All-Star Game. So they got their 2 at-bats, and I was wondering, like, maybe they just leave when they get pulled out the game. Like, maybe they wasn't there anymore, and they couldn't get back in the game. But if this is going to be your rule, after 9 innings, the game is tied. We're going to have a swing off. MLB, you got to have your best players in the swing off. You can't have second place, third place, people don't know to determine an all-star game where you showcasing the all-stars. You cannot miss the boat. MLB, you dropped the ball. So that happened. Now, one thing they did get right was the MLB tribute for Hank Aaron. They was in Atlanta and they did a great tribute to Hank Aaron for his 715th ball. They did great. And so they had a whole reenactment of what happened. It was great. So I'm just going to give you like a little snippet of what they did for Hank Aaron. His widow was in the building, and it was just great to see that. I mean, with today's technology, it's so much that you can do. So here's the reenactment.
Oh, make it wider. Fireworks.
That's the reenactment of 715 when he broke the record. He did good. He did good. Great job by the MLB. Great job.
He was a great baseball player, but he was even a greater human being.
Recreating the record-breaking home run of Hank Aaron. MLB, great job. But you got to get it all together. If you want to compete with the NFL and the NBA as far as popularity, you have to put your star players on the stage and promote the stars. Everybody came to see Shohei and Aaron Judge. And so great job recreating Hank Aaron. They in Georgia, Atlanta. Great job doing that. But when you have a home run swing off to determine the All-Star game, you got to get it right with Aaron Judge and Shohei. That's my biggest gripe. Everybody came to see the stars. Nobody want to see these other guys. They ain't as big as them. But we got a special guest in the building we got to get to, man, because the The Professional Hoops Association is coming. And today's guest, Mr. Marcel Cherry. Thank you for joining the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me. How you doing?
I'm good, man. So I've been looking up your highlights from Maryville and college. And before we get to your career and everything that's leading up to the Professionals League, Professional Hoops Association this Friday and Saturday, we did have some basketball news. Bradley Beal bought out by the Suns to the Clippers. Just want to talk a little basketball with you real quick. Do you got any opinion on Bradley Beal to the Clippers?
I don't think it's gonna do too much, to be honest. I think they got too much over there with him coming over there now.
You know what, and I agree. At this point, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna bring to the table? They just adding names at this point. But I'm not mad at the Clippers for trying. I'm not mad at Bradley Beal for getting a change of scenery. It was an epic fail in Phoenix, and after that stint in Phoenix, like yo, your career trajectory or your career from Washington to Phoenix and then to now, it's like Bradley Beal was looked at as a star player. Now his reputation is kind of like took a hit.
Yeah, he's a third option bench player now.
So I wonder if he can resurrect his career a little bit with the Clippers. I mean, I'm not mad at him for trying, but first of all, the West is stacked. The West is stacked. But the Clippers, on paper, it looked nice. But they got some new pieces, Bradley Beal, John Collins coming over. So on paper, you got Zubac, John Collins, Kawhi, Bradley Beal, and James Harden. If he even starts, do you think Bradley Beal is going to start?
I don't think they should start him. He would probably be, like I said, good to just come in and score off the bench, to be honest. James Harden and Kawhi, they gonna cover a lot of the load offensively.
But we do know James Harden likes to be a traditional point guard where he's like a pass first guy. And so Bradley Beal, could be a second option with that team behind Kawhi. John Collins, we don't know. I don't think he's a for sure second option. And Zubac had a great year, but he's not a go-to player where you're going to throw him the ball and say, go to work. He's not that type of guy. So I think Bradley Beal has a chance. I just don't know if they're going to start him, especially how it ended up with Phoenix.
Yeah.
We got a Johnny checking in on YouTube. Peace out. Peace and blessings to Johnny. Go James Kingdom. People in the building. Let's get to you, man. Marcel Cherry, I like to let people know about the people they're going to see this Friday and Saturday. And so I like to go back to the origin story. And so take me back to when you first got started playing basketball. Now, you played for Maryville, but before then, tell me, how did you get into basketball? What's the origin story of Marcel Cherry playing basketball?
I probably just started playing basketball probably like 3 or 4 years old. So I got an older brother who's 2 years older than me, and my dad probably started basketball with him. And since I could just been dribbling the ball and shooting the ball, I just been around basketball, dribbling and shooting, playing and training with my brothers. And then like as I got older in the neighborhood, like I would just come outside, we'd go outside, and I just play with the guys in the neighborhood. So like I said, probably from like 3, 4, 5 years old, just been playing basketball.
That's the normal story that I hear at a young age. The last guest was like, yo, I was a late bloomer. I didn't start playing till like high school. And matter of fact, I didn't even recognize I had game until I got into college as a walk-on. But this is the typical story that I hear, the age 3 and 4. Now, so you start at 3 and 4. All right. Then as you continue to grow, age, whatever, at what age did you know, like, all right, I'm a little different? I got some skills. I'm giving some people that work, and it's a little different.
I would probably say like my 8th or 9th grade year, like probably going into high school.
Okay.
When it was just certain guys that the coach would invite to the varsity practices or allow certain guys to play with varsity or see the varsity practices, and I was one of those guys. And then being like able to play with them and just being on the court with them and not just being able to hang with them, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I am maybe we are a little different. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
different than our peers at least.
Right.
So yeah,
So you start giving them varsity boys the business
yeah.
early. So coming up, do you have any like training stories? Like, do you have any training methods that you came up with? Who was your biggest person that you worked out with coming up, or that you worked out with? Was it parents? Was it friends, family? What was that like?
Um, I play AAU, so I would say
Okay.
yeah, like I said again, my dad, and then the AAU team. So we had like an AAU program where it was like 17U to like 13U, 12U. So like I say, training with a lot of the older guys, and then just probably the best guys in the area who was my age.
Yeah.
Um, but not really any training stories, just
Okay.
like really around the area, just getting to it basically.
The AAU circuit. That's been a big thing
Yeah.
all around. And then at what age did you actually like fall in love with the game of basketball? When did you develop a love for the game of basketball?
Uh, Early, like I say, around that 3, 4, 5 years old.
Okay.
Literally just watching LeBron. I remember when the Pistons beat the Lakers in the
Yeah.
finals, and I cried. I was like 4 years old, 5 years old. So
Yeah.
I would probably say around there, like just just seeing how the athletes, like how passionate they was, how much they care. Like it just made me care and fall in love, like with them.
So let me guess, you was a Lakers fan at that time?
Yeah, I was a Lakers fan, young. Yeah,
Wow. And let me guess, you was a big Kobe fan.
yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, Go James Kingdom checking in once again. If y'all not subscribed to their page, make sure y'all go subscribe to their page. That is where they have the GOAT discussion debate every Sunday. They do it for hours. If you into that thing, that's where you go find the GOAT debate. And we're gonna get to a little bit of that later. We're not gonna debate it, but I definitely gotta know, your GOAT and all of that. We're gonna get to that later. But so you was a Lakers fan and you cried when the Detroit Pistons beat them. I'll tell you, at that time, I'm a Jordan guy, so I hated Kobe at that time because there was a lot of comparisons. So I was very happy when Detroit beat him. I was happy. You was crying, I was happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would imagine, like, my question is, who's your favorite player growing up? But you already mentioned Kobe and LeBron, so I'm guessing growing up, was those your two favorite players growing up?
Uh, Kobe was definitely my favorite player, but as I got older, Derrick Rose was really my favorite player. I'm not gonna
Okay.
lie. Just like he, I'm from Maryville, so Chicago only 35
Yes.
45-minute drive. So just the impact he had like on the whole Midwest. Like
Yes.
not only when he played for the Bulls, but I got to see Derrick Rose before he was Derrick Rose. So in
Uh,
high school and stuff like that. So like I say just I don't know, just the heart he had, like how small he was, how quick he was, how fast he was, and just the power he played with as a small guard.
right.
He was my favorite player probably up until he got hurt.
Yeah.
Then after that, Russell Westbrook became my favorite player.
Two athletic guards. When you seen Derrick Rose, was it you went to go see his game, or was it some instance where you was able to play?
Yeah, we used to go to some of the Mean Streets games on the
Okay.
circuit and stuff. So we should see him on the circuit, and then a lot of his stuff used to be on YouTube or ESPN when he was
Right.
coming up. So we used to be able to watch him live or catch highlights.
Okay. So as we moving up the age bracket, you started when you was 3 or 4. Start giving people that work around high school. Take me to your college career, because as I was reading your bio, you went to 3 different colleges.
Mhm.
Can you talk about each experience and maybe what you learned or what you got out of each experience?
So my freshman year, I went to Howard College, a junior college in Texas, and that was probably, in all honesty, the most competitive brand of basketball like I ever seen. Like
Mm,
competitive, the skill level. Because I was 18 years old, but the guys I was playing against was like 22, 23, 21. Transfers from D1 schools, D2 schools, NAIA schools. So it was just a different level of like skill for an
right,
18-year-old who never was experiencing this on a day-to-day basis.
right.
So I would say down there at my first school, like I just learned like the work ethic it take
Mm,
to play at the next level,
right.
like the off the court stuff, like your body, like all that good stuff. And then my sophomore year, I went to Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel, Illinois.
Okay.
Well, I was pretty up and down there because like I was one of the older guys, but these guys was my peers in age. I was the young guy, and I was literally like 3 or 4 years younger than a lot of these dudes. I was the older guy because I was a sophomore, but a lot of these guys was the same age as me, like 19, 20.
Yeah.
So they was looking for me for guidance, for wisdom and stuff, and like I just didn't have the answers because I was still trying to figure out myself as a basketball player and what
Right.
I wanted to do with my career. So I had an up and down sophomore year, but I finished the year pretty strong. But my sophomore year really taught me I don't know, like really just to like keep going, like stay out your head and trust the work, like just allow your work to lead you.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
So before you get to your last one, so you started out at Howard and then you went to Wabash College. What's the is it a reasoning for the transfer? When you say you learned so much there and then you have to transition, what was the reasoning for the transition?
Uh, Me and the coach just didn't see eye to eye. But like I
Okay.
said, I was young, so I was 18 years old, and I just didn't understand the business side of basketball yet.
Mm,
Whereas my coach told me after winter break, like you gonna start every game, and then I will have a bad stretch of games, 2 or 3 games, and then I don't start no more. But I didn't understand the business of basketball.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, bro, he got a job, so it's like if you
Right.
not playing good, bro, it's just what it is. Like it's life, bro. So like I say, I was just 18 years old, young and just inexperienced.
Yeah.
So with that, I probably took a lot of the stuff the wrong way and just left. Yeah, just left.
That's good that you can reflect back on it now. It's like, all right, I'm a little older. I kind of
Yeah.
get it a little better now. All right, so
Mhm.
you go back to Wabash College,
Mhm.
and then you go there, and then you transition again.
Yeah, and then I went to Pittsburgh State, NCAA D2 in
Okay.
Pittsburgh, Kansas for my last 2 years. And I learned a lot there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, cause my junior year, we had two guys who was averaging 20 points. One was averaging like 25, and the other one was averaging like 21. But we only scored probably like 68 to 70 points a game.
Okay.
So they was shooting 40 to 50% of the balls a night. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So uh, I just had to learn like how to be a real solid, good role player to just stay on the floor, stay engaged, guarding the best players, and really learning just how to play with people who can put the ball in the hole like effortlessly.
Right. Right.
And,
That's interesting. How did you take all the different transitions? Moving is not an easy thing, man. And
uh,
so when you going through these different transitions, how is your mindset? Because you got to pick up and move. Like these ain't no small moves. Like, bro, you going Pittsburgh, Howard over here. Like these are big moves. How's your mindset during these times?
my mindset was just really like to just lock in and get better. Like every summer, I committed to the school. I went to the school for summer school.
Okay.
Uh, had a job in a little town, and I just worked. So my mindset was just like locked in and focused. Like I was laser focused. Yeah, I didn't come home the 3 summers when I was in college. So yeah, I
Bro,
was just locked in and laser focused.
that's dope. We got PHA guard Marcel Cherry checking in live with the Allen Pals, getting to know a little bit about him and his journey to where we at now. So with all three of these different experiences, now you're here. What would you say your biggest strength is as a player?
Uh, Probably my speed for sure. Creating shots for my teammates and myself for sure. Getting in the paint and just creating shots for my teammates and myself.
I was looking at a lot of your highlights, man, and you was getting to the bucket and finishing at the rim. Like one of the things that stuck out to me is your finishing ability at the rim. To be 6'1", in the finish, like, and definitely your speed. Like I seen one clip. I think somebody tried to like get the ball real quick and you scooped it up and just scooted on him quick. Like it was, and got to the bucket, scored. I'm like, oh, this dude got some speed on him, man.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like your finishing ability at the rim was a big thing. But I definitely agree with you. Your speed is off the chain.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
All right, so let's get to some fun stuff, man. Because I need to know. I ask a lot, all of my guests. I'm a music guy. I love music, all types of music. So, what is Marcel Cherry listening to before the game? Like, what's his playlist? What's going to get him going for the game that's coming up? Or somebody who think that they're going to be able to guard him and stick with him. What's the music he got in his ear to get him ready?
I ain't gonna lie, it's probably a little different. I like the Nipsey Hussle, man. Even though he passed away,
Yeah.
I like to listen to some Nip, like just get into like a calm, like really focused mood, like just level-headed. Yeah, it's just a focused mood. I used to listen to a lot of that loud NBA YoungBoy,
Yeah.
G Herbo, all that stuff when I was in college. But that it worked, you know what I'm saying, to get me hype and stuff. But like I say now, I just try to be even keel and just laser focused about my approach.
And then with Nipsey, it's like even though his stuff is kind of like you would say kind of laid back, it's still motivational. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
some of it, like it might be laid back, but you're gonna get motivated. You better believe
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Nipsey gonna get you right. He gonna get your head right. Like, yo,
It hits your spirit for sure.
yeah, man. Rest in peace to Nip. He was.
For
I
sure.
got onto him late, like,
Me
but
too.
yeah, Nips was one of them ones.
Mhm.
If you can sit down with one player and pick their brain, any player currently, all time, whatever, who would that be for Marcel Cherry? Who would you sit
That,
down with?
that's a good question. Probably Allen Iverson, to be honest.
AI.
Yeah,
AI. What kind of questions would you ask AI? Like,
I don't know, it would probably be a lot more off the court stuff than basketball stuff. Like just like I said, the figure that he was,
yeah,
and just the way that he was able to maneuver that, as well as being a great basketball player.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll probably just ask him a lot of stuff off the court as
That
well.
makes sense because you talked about the business of basketball
Yeah.
earlier, and the stuff that he went through with his coach, with the league, as far as the dress code and the practice interview and all that. I could definitely see you asking him like, "Yo, man, what was going through your head when you did the whole practice interview? Like, what sparked that? I could definitely see you asking that for sure.
Yeah, they used to call me Allen Iverson when I was a kid because I didn't like to used to practice. I just like to like used to just show up and hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like I didn't used to like to train. Every time I walked in the gym, they'd be like, practice,
Yeah.
practice. It's like,
That's funny. That is
yeah,
funny. And then also coming up, is it anybody that you try to pattern your game after?
yeah. Like I said, a lot of Derrick Rose, Russell
Okay.
Westbrook, Damian Lillard. To be honest,
Okay.
yeah, those really my big three. Yeah,
I can see a lot of that even watching the highlights. Even when you was finishing at the at the cup, you also had a nice shot. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this dude can shoot and he can get to the cup. Like that was usually somebody normally people can't do both. Listen, there's some you got to work on. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you can get to the bucket. All right, you got to work on that mid range or the jumper. But what I seen from you was like you was able to get to the bucket and you had a nice shot on you. It wasn't a crazy looking shot or nothing. Like, all right, this dude got both things. What should people expect when they come see you this Friday and Saturday? What should people look to expect from Marcel Cherry and just from the Professional Hoops Association in whole?
I would say for me, just a lot of energy. I think I'm fun to watch. I like to get up and down, play defense, and just entertain. But I feel like for as far as the league, I think they could expect us just to come out there and try to entertain and put on the show, and yeah, just entertain really and put on a show for this first preview weekend, to
Nice.
say the least.
Nice. Once again, professional hoops guard Marcel Cherry. Now, we got a lot of GOAT James Kingdom that tune into this show. You know, they always interested to find out who the guest I have on, who is their GOAT and the top 5 all time. So we got to give it to them. Give us your top 5 and your GOAT. If you have, you know what I'm saying? If you have a top 5, give it to us and your GOAT.
My goal, LeBron, man. I'm not too biased or none of that other stuff, man. LeBron, he got it on lock on everything, man.
Yeah.
There's not much you could argue with that. And then my top 5 would probably be LeBron at 1, Jordan at 2. I'll say Shaq at 3, just because how dominant of a presence he was as a figure, as a basketball player. Uh, I'll probably have to say Kareem at 4,
Okay.
and then probably Steph Curry at 5. To be honest,
That works. That
Yeah.
works. Listen, man. One of the comments that I got last time, they was like, everybody that you have on, they got LeBron as your GOAT. I'm dealing with these young guys. Of course, this is their GOAT. This is their era. I'm not mad at it, like, you know, but they trying to make it seem like Jordan just didn't get voted, you know, as the GOAT on the Bleacher Report. They top 100. Jordan was, you know, he's nationally known as the GOAT. He's my GOAT as well. But I'm not mad at my guests. Like, this is y'all era. This is the, you know, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Lil Drench said can't leave Steph out. Steph is a bad boy.
Yeah.
Kyra Frazier, Mike number 1. See, that's her era. You know what I'm saying? That's her era. So like different eras gonna have different GOATs, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. But once again, professional hoops guard Marcel Cherry, man, appreciate you coming on, man, giving us a little bit of your backstory, what to expect. Before I get out of here, I always like to do a scripture of the day, something that I might have read, man, that helped me, encouraged me, and I pray and hope that it encouraged someone else. So this week's scripture is John 20:21, and it says, again, he said, peace be with you, as the Father has sent me, so I am sending you. And so to give context, this is Jesus talking to his disciples, and he like, yo, God sent me so I can do what I do to share the gospel with y'all. And now I'm about to go be back with the Father, and I'm sending y'all to go make disciples as well. And one thing that people sometimes trip about is like, oh man, I might not be well versed in the Bible, or I don't speak this way or speak that way. One thing that I've noticed, and I've read as far as in the Bible, it gives little notes at the bottom, and it just talks about, man, everybody got their own way of talking. My lingo ain't gonna be your lingo, but it's certain people that's going to understand you and your story differently, how they gonna understand me and mine. So whoever's God has called you to, that's what it's about. And then as far as knowing the word to the T, or all 66 books, or all the scriptures, all of that, a lot of the times your life is gonna be your testimony. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them don't even know scripture, but if you tell them something you done been through, that's gonna resonate more than some scriptures. So I would say, don't worry about how you talk to them or knowing about all the scriptures. The scripture even talks about we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So a lot of times, if you tell them your testimony, what you've been through and what God done brought you through, that's gonna hit. That's gonna hit with them. So John 20:21, Jesus came, told the disciples what to do. And now it's our job to go continue to share the gospel. If you believe in Christ, it's our job to share the gospel. So that's the word for the day. John 20:21. Once again, man, professional hoops guard Marcel Cherry. Thank you, my brother, for coming on the show, having some fun with us, talking some sports. I appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate you for having me. You enjoy the rest of your night.
I will be doing color commentary this Friday and Saturday, so you got to make sure you give me something to talk about, my brother.
I got you.
Once again, Friday and Saturday, go get your tickets. Friday and Saturday, Rittenmeyer Center in Hammond, Indiana. This Friday, this Saturday, you will see Marcel Cherry and a whole bunch of others showcasing their talents, man. So don't miss out. And I'll see y'all Friday and Saturday, and I'll see y'all next week. We are out.
We lock and load, Allen Pants. It's the Allen Pants Show.